Hi there everybody, it's Nick again. I've been working, I've been living, I've been getting some stuff done, and I've been finding it very difficult to actually make some videos. I've also been losing a lot of motivation because there's just so much stuff out there which is just crazy. And so part of me is thinking okay, so my early videos are a bit crazy, maybe I myself am crazy. Okay, well on the other hand, what is the point of carrying on commenting on other stuff which is crazy? But on the other hand, you have to do that, because essentially if you don't, then people will be lulled into thinking that all the crazy stuff out there is factual. So maybe I should be looking at some of the more crazy videos out there on the internet, on YouTube, and basically criticizing them. And yes, of course, you may have noticed I've had a haircut. This is what it looks like when it's good. Okay, so you know, get used to that. This is like the way, the truth, and the light as to what I should be looking like. But on the other hand, give it another few months and hey presto, I'm going to be all wiry, I'm going to be weird, I'm not going to look right, I won't be looking after my appearance, and it's going to be fun, because I always feel more comfortable when I look like shit. I don't know whether you're the same as that, but whenever I'm looking like shit, it's kind of like, yeah man, you know, it's like the authentic me. Whenever I'm looking, you know, when I'm wearing a suit, it's kind of like, I mean, haven't you noticed that about people who wear suits, alright? They look great, their shirt is ironed, their hair is smart, they're clean shaven, but underneath it all, they're still the same complete muck-up that they were before they put the suit on. Why do we do it? You know, the whole world is full of illusions. Like the internet itself is a dream machine. Alright? People come to the internet because it fulfills a dream. Alright, you got fearful dreams, you got exciting dreams, you got romantic dreams, you got religious dreams, you got all this stuff, you got dreams of hope, dreams of financial glory, you got dreams of all manner of stuff, and it's all there to give you the dream, and it's all there to attract people who are dreaming in a certain way, because people aren't in a state of clarity. It's one of those yoga books, I think it was, I read when I was younger, said that these, there was a saying by all these religious yogis that most people were essentially in a drunken stupor. He doesn't mean to say that everyone was drinking all the time, but the state of normality for a human being, okay, this the normal state of being, is like that of a drunken stupor. Why is that? Alright? I mean, all the yogis out there, they were doing yoga, okay, doing all the physical exercises, they were doing all these healing practices, they were changing their diets, they were doing colonic irrigation. There's even this one scene that I saw in this book. It wasn't an actual photograph, it was a sketch of this man kneeling in a bucket, sort of doing stomach exercise to extract his colon so he could wash it manually prior to taking it back into his body. Anything to create clarity of body, to create clarity of mind. You know, humankind is in a dream world. Alright? This is weird. Okay, people have needs, people have problems. A lot of people don't actually know what their needs and their problems are. All they know is they're in pain. Alright? They know that they're suffering. They don't quite know how to get out of it. So there's all these people out there providing answers. And haven't you noticed this? Okay, you probably have noticed this, right? People are providing answers. But an answer isn't the truth. Right? The purpose of the answer is to give people an illusion that they are in a position of knowledge, okay? Because they've been given an answer. The purpose of the answer is to satisfy the needs of the person giving the answer. It's not always a question of satisfying the needs of the person receiving the answer, which the person giving the answer doesn't always care about, unless they're an incredibly compassionate person who's so intelligent and so empathetic that they can understand precisely what the needs of the other individual is. And becoming that kind of person requires a lot of skill, a lot of knowledge, a lot of discipline, a lot of self-challenging. Alright, in the book of Proverbs in the Bible, it says, every man is right in his own eyes. Isn't that amazing? Everyone is right in their own eyes. What does that mean in reality? Everyone's in a dream world. Alright? Because everyone thinks they've got the knowledge. Everyone thinks they've got the truth. Everyone thinks they're there. And what's even worse is that people are willing to say something as a result of their own dream. People are willing to tell other people what their dream is. Alright, and express that as if it's normality, as if it's fact, as if it's the actual way, the truth and the light. It isn't. It's a dream. And then there's other people out there who are constructively, for their own purposes, selling dreams. And they're all out there in the various health cults, the various religious cults, the various pseudoscience and false history and revisionist history cults, all there to try and adjust people's understandings of the political world, the social world, the psychological world, the emotional world, the natural world, the historical world. And it's all dreams, okay? And then we got science, right? Science is one of the most important things we've got in our society. But even that is only saying what the state of knowledge is at that present point in time. The knowledge of the 20th century is out of date. Okay? Let's say you've got a textbook on your shelves that goes back to a few years ago, a few decades ago. That's the way the world used to be seen. Okay? When I was a kid, alright, I used to go to second-hand shops, charity shops, and I'd buy books and electronics with like my pocket money. Okay? But these books and electronics may have like about the occasional page here or there that was useful to me. But the rest of it was all about valves and valve-based TVs and that sort of thing. Alright? You know, all the old technology. It was talking about people taking magnifying glasses and homemade microscopes to have a look at the dials on their wristwatch, to watch all the little nuclear explosions from the glow-in-the-dark stuff they were actually allowed to have on the watches in those days, which they stopped having a while later because we learned it was bad for you to have a mini nuclear reactor on your wrist next to your skin. The knowledge, the hard science, the orthodox science that we have today will be wrong. Alright, it's going to be wrong, it's going to be detrimental to your health, and it's going to be changed, not this year, not next year, but sometime in the future. Okay? Because a state of reality that you're in now, which is orthodox, which is true, which is clear, which is scientific, which is factual, is complete bullshit by what we're going to know. By the standards of what we're going to know, by the mid-21st century, by the late 21st century, by the 22nd century. It's all a dream. It's all a complete dream, okay? That's why we have to accept what we're told, but we also have to look deeper and research widely. And when you have a look at all those various little health cults and all the rest of it, and all those little religious cults and all the rest of it, there's going to be like a few pages or a few chapters which you can use here and there, but there's going to be an awful lot which won't necessarily fit. But unfortunately, there's no hard science about that. There's nothing there yet. Give us 10 years, give us 20 years, give us 50 years. Give us another 5 centuries and maybe we'll come closer to the truth. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So instead of thinking, oh, this could be true, that could be true, the other could be true, think about it like this. Alright? What is it that benefits your health, your money, your work and your family best? Okay? What is it that helps you to look after yourself? What is it that helps you to become a survivor and prosperous and most well-adjusted in society? And no, becoming a member of a minority group within society, okay, a subcultural person, will not necessarily do it. Okay, it won't necessarily do it. That's the problem, because when people gravitate to these sects, these cults, these minority groups, what they're doing is they want to explore their dream. They think their dream is the reality, or their dream is what they really are. And as they do so, they make their dream stronger until the dream starts to control them and they go slightly mad, slightly crazy. I mean, every human being is insane. Accept it. But, and that means you, but we can choose to try and become less crazy with the passage of time, developing emotional balance, trying to work out which pages and which chapters are good for us, and filtering out the debris so that we come closer to that which works for us as an individual. And we don't have to disturb someone else's dream. We just have to be an example of what it means to be living our dream, and living our dream better, so that we're slowly and slowly waking up bit by bit, stage by stage, step by step, until we're actually happy inside ourselves, happy within our own skin, in our own knowledge of ourselves, in our own knowledge of our surroundings. But even when we think we're fully awake, as all those yogis and religious instructors from like thousands of years ago or centuries ago in ancient China and ancient India would say, even when we're clean and sober and healthy and we're all well nourished, we're still going to basically be in a slightly drunken stupor when we're being good. Alright? The process of waking up takes your whole life. You don't have to rush, but you do have to make an effort, in my humble opinion. Look after yourself, keep calm. It's gonna be okay. But start waking up in your own little way. Oh yeah, and by the way, those people who are out there shouting at you to wake up, they're probably asleep as well. Just trying to force you to live their dream.